Hey guys, so it's time to do a quick little speed test here between the new OnePlus 3 and the iPhone 6s Plus here. So both basically up to date, and we wanted to see how they compare in terms of the performance. I have edited the build prop on the OnePlus 3 so it fixes a RAM issue, so it's a fair test. And this is running the latest iOS 9.3.2 official on the iPhone, and you can see it does boot on a little bit faster here. We can just check out the fingerprint sensors as well. See, Android boots very slow if you ask me, but nevertheless we can have a look at the fingerprint sensors here. So let's go. That was about the same. Yeah, so one big advantage the OnePlus has is the ability to do it when the screen's completely off. So like that, instant, which probably makes it faster, you know, typically than the iPhone where you have to have the screen on. But they're very similar at the end of the day and very good. So yeah, let's see the performance here. We're going to open up some apps and games and stuff, see how they compare. So we do have some on the front. So that was the iPhone, I think. Uber. iPhone again. Is the little dual-core iPhone going to win this one? Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, OnePlus comes back. Blender. Oh, OnePlus again. Very different animations though. OnePlus again. So OnePlus is going ahead here, is what I would expect. About the same. Apple Music versus OnePlus Music. Anyone? So got an annoying pop-up there, and I don't know why. Let's do that again. I like the music apps. Oh, very quick on the OnePlus. We do have Play Store versus App Store. So I think this one loaded a bit quicker there, but there was a delay on both of them. Could be faster. About the settings, about the same. Right, let's have a look at some of the games. I've installed a few. Temple Run 2. So iPhone here, which is nice. GTA, Liberty City this time. Whoa, that was a bit dodgy. This is very dodgy, can't skip it. So let's just start the game. I can't fit many games on this. Again, iPhone starts a bit quicker here, which is nice. And as I said, I can't fit too many games on the iPhone because it's only 16 gigs mean storage from Apple. But the iPhone again, wow. So I think the gaming, you can see, it seems to be a little bit faster here on the iPhone, even after all this time, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. We can just have a look at the Geekbench. This has got 6 gigs of RAM as well, you know. I mean, how much RAM is it going to take to even reach the iPhone potential? So you can see memory here, and we just run some benchmark Geekbench test. I do like to see the raw performance here comparison. So iPhone is done and is all ready. And you can see we do get beastly multi-core on the OnePlus Contender. A little bit less for the single core still, but it does put it comfortably ahead of everything pretty much, which is nice. You can just have a look at the Safari versus Chrome here. So just start at Google. And we can just have a look at a website such as New York Times. New York Times. Go. So zoom in a little bit so you can see the content. And we're going to go to the home page. Go. So I think that was a little bit faster on the left there. I'm going to leave them to load a little bit this time, just so we're being fair. Pocket now. Go. So what happened there? I think the OnePlus was faster on that one. But there is very different in terms of the animations, which makes it confusing. Phone Arena. Let's go. That was the iPhone. So very similar there. To be honest, I can't see too much of a difference when it comes to the web browsing. Not enough. Whoa. This is what you do get with Android though. A hell of a lot of annoyance. Verge. Oops. Let's go back. Go. So that was the OnePlus, definitely, with that one. But generally, other than that one, I found it to be a bit back and forth really, a little bit not hugely different. So probably the OnePlus, you know, based on that last one, but then again, it needs a little bit more difference for me to call it really. We can just have a look at the multitasking on both of them. So this is 2 gigs of RAM versus 6 gigs, for those who don't care about specs. And a little bit of reloading here on the iPhone. Usually it handles it very well. But you can see the iPhone is a little bit reloady today, and the OnePlus handles it perfectly. Might not handle it perfectly if you don't edit the build prop. You have to root it to do that, like I have done. Very similar for the camera. So let's check out some games here. Temple Run. So a bit quicker to go back into it on the OnePlus again. GTA. You see the iPhone is doing very well here with just 2 gigs of RAM, holding stuff in memory, and Asphalt. So this one recovered faster then, but generally I've been very impressed with the multitasking performance on the OnePlus 2, and you can see from the speed test the iPhone still keeps toe to toe with it when it comes to app opening test, which is really good. But then again, you know, Apple A9 was well ahead of its game when it was released, and we are going to be getting the A10 with the iPhone 7 hopefully, so maybe that will make, you know, a big impression. But for saying that this is half the price, you know, we should repeat that. It's done very well, I think, against the flagship here. I will be doing a camera test with some high-end flagships, like a group test, to see how it does compare for that particular aspect. But that will be quite interesting to see. But you know, from this I'd say that you can see here the iPhone is very strong still when it comes to the app opening. It's just the browsing, I think, was a little bit better on the OnePlus, as well as the multitasking. Well, that was quite similar actually, but yeah, you know, I think the screen though is definitely a lot better on the OnePlus. You can see Apple definitely needs to make something a bit better here. Also, the build quality looks a lot thinner and nicer and more attractive really. So yeah, you know, if you've got any questions, do let me know, and I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.